Good. I was going to say good morning. Well, it's not good morning. It's in fact I'm losing light. But Alex is at the mall, and Mario and Nicola just left the house. So I thought, you know what, I might as well just sit down and quickly show you because I have a lot of things to show you. But basically, the past week or so, I've been really busy. And if you follow financial markets and all that, they've been really volatile, so they required a lot of my attention. And I couldn't really record. I mean, we did decorate the Christmas tree in the meanwhile, and I do have some footage of that. We decorated it. Sorry, there is a car passing. I don't know if the mic picked it up. And we did get this year. We got a smaller Christmas tree. Before we had the 2-meter one, and I think now we got the one that is 175, 180, something like that, which is about 6 feet or a bit below. I think it's a bit smaller, but it's nice size because the issue with the Christmas trees that I find is packing them, and we don't have a lot of storage space. We are packed as far as storage space. We don't have enough. And that's always an issue. So we really wanted a little bit of a smaller tree, but the one that still looks nice. So we got that one, and I think I showed that in one of the vlogs. We decorated it, and yesterday, which was the 19th of December, it was Saint Nicholas, but in Saint Nicholas Day, but in Serbia, and because we go with the old calendar. And the reason why that is significant, at least for my family, is, okay, my older son is called Nicholas, but I mentioned that, I think I mention it every year around this time. But we have this tradition. It's been going on for centuries, really, that every family has a protector saint that is kind of like the tradition is moved on, you know, it's inherited usually from the father's side. So every family has a certain saint that is the protector saint of their family. Ours is Saint Nicholas, but Saint Nicholas was the protector saint actually of my father's family as well as my mother's family. So we inherited Saint Nicholas as our saint as well. And normally, if we were living in Serbia, you would make a feast and you don't invite anybody to come over, but people do come over and they do show up, and there is a celebration made on the day of the saint that your family celebrates. We didn't do anything, but yesterday was that day, and then I was telling Nicola about how he got his name and all that. That is all to say. I just came on quickly to show you what I finished, because I finished quite a few things, but I kind of did a very short, quick recap of the past week, because we haven't done much. It was those two things that I didn't even go to the shop to buy those bowls that I said that I was going to go last week to put on the shelves for the fruits. It's been really busy. I've been in front of the computer a lot. In fact, for the past 2 days, like now, I wanted to say good morning, but the fact is that for the past 2 days, I've been going to bed around 8 in the morning, all night long. I would be looking at the charts and I would be analyzing the charts. So, however, during all that time, because my hands are free, I have been finishing stuff. And in fact, I made a list of the things that I finished. Something has been going on in my mind. Like I have these 2 jumpers that I started, that I showed you. One of them is still on the needles, but for some reason, I didn't really feel either one of them. I'm not really feeling to knit any jumpers at the moment. I don't know, I'm looking at everything that I have, and I have a lot. So the gray one that I started, I kind of like unraveled it, so I didn't continue because I'm not feeling it. The drop shoulder one, it's still on the needles, but I'm not really feeling that one either. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Right now I'm focusing on kind of finishing things that I have, the things that I have on my needles. And I have some other ideas of what I would like to make. But right now it's not jumpers, it's not sweaters. So I unraveled that start of that gray jumper. That the yarn was cashmere, angora, and some other fibers in it. And I made a hat. So I made a hat because I've been trying a different way to do it. It's still a double layer hat, but it's not big enough to fold it. It's just like a hat without the brim. But what I've been trying to do, testing, is when I cast on that silicone cord that you use as stitch holders. It's a provisional cast on that. And this is how this one was done. And then when I knit double the length of this, I fold it inside, thread that, I think they're called I think the brand name of one of them is Barber cords, but you know what I mean, those markers. Oh, I don't have one here. The tubing, the silicone tubing that we put our stitches on. So I thread the needle through that when I knit double the length of the hat, fold it inside, and then I knit the cast on edge with the live stitches so it connects the hat. Then I knit about, I would say 2-3 centimeters, which is about an inch, and then I just close the live stitches on the top. And I experimented that way with this hat, and it worked fine. It worked fine. So I'm trying now with another hat as well. I just want to kind of get used to that way, and it's very easy to kind of pick up, to make exactly stitch by stitch when you are connecting the cast on edge with the live stitches, because it's already on needles, so the fabric doesn't get twisted. So that's what happened with that gray jumper that I started. It became this hat, and I have. You okay, Baguette? He's fine. I'll feed you in a minute. I'll feed you in a minute. The ginger cat is really really loud. Give me a sec. The cat's been kind of noisy. The ginger cat is really noisy. Actually, it's like he's talking to us. So the gray jumper became this hat, and I still have leftover yarn. Then what else? I'm gonna feed them, and I'm coming back. I hope I don't lose the light. Okay, the animals are fed. So let's continue. Let me see what's on the list. Showed you the hat. I did finish also that striped hat from Drops Delight that I had only one skein of that. And I have everything here in the pile because I wanna put everything in the washing machine on the wool setting so I can block it. So this hat is finished as well. And I'm going to block it. I'm going to, when I kind of block all of them, I'll probably I'll try it on. I'll show it. But this one is done. So this was the skein. I said I had 2 skeins of Drops Delight, and I don't think they make it anymore. So this is one of them that I have, and this other striped one was the other skein. So for the inside I did navy blue, so then the brim is going to be navy blue. And I started because I want to use them up and keep them as presents. I already have in my mind who I want them for. It's not for Christmas, but I can just store them and keep them That's if the microphone is picking it up, that's my dog eating. She's a loud eater. So I started another one with this yarn. So what I did is I kind of looked inside of the skein to see what colors there are. And I saw this one here. If you can see it, it's kind of like sage green. And I found a skein of drop snored that I think is similar color. The camera is probably making it different, but to the eye, they look very, very similar. It's that kind of light sage green. So I started the first half of the hat with this yarn, and then I'm going to do, so it's going to be the same thing as this, but using this yarn. And then I'm done with the Drops Delight, because I haven't seen it for a couple of years. I could be wrong. Maybe it's still available, but I don't think so. I could be wrong. And then I'm gonna be done with those. I have finished Mario's jumper. I finished that last night, actually. And I didn't weave in the ends yet. I'm going to do that today. It's black, so let's see how much it's going to show. And also it's full of this white fluff and things, like black really attracts everything. Let me try to put it like this on me. He tried it on, and he tried it on before I did the sleeves, and then he tried it on with one sleeve knitted, and it fits him perfectly. I don't know how this is going to block. I have to see. What I have been using is a strand of Drops Flora, which is a 4-ply weight yarn, and the strand of this lace weight 100% merino that I have on cone, and 4mm needles. So the combination of those two yarns, I don't know how they're going to block, meaning are they going to stretch? I don't think they will. But we'll see. So far, as it is, knitted as it is, it fits him just perfectly. And I didn't follow any pattern. I just really did my numbers as I thought, like, okay, how wide do I want the neck to be? I did raglan increases, normal raglan increases, and then once I came to how many stitches I wanted for the sleeves, I realized that the body was not wide enough, and then I continued just increasing for the body. So that's how I did this jumper, and I'm happy with that, with the fit. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to kind of like catch him one time and for him to model it for you, but I really, really doubt it. So maybe like a cheeky video, you know, when he's not aware of it, and so he doesn't have to pose, but that's gonna be difficult. Then what else? Sorry. Oh yeah, showed you the new hat. I'm kind of in a hurry because it's getting really dark in here, even though on the camera it looks okay, but I feel that I'm gonna lose the light any moment, and I really wanted to kind of like just quickly show you everything that I finished. The socks that I made with this scrap yarn, those tubes are done. I didn't do the heels yet because I don't know who they're going to be, for, but I'm going to do a cut-in heel. That's a combination of different fingering weight, 4-ply weight sock yarns, different brands that I had left over, and I was holding it with a strand of the cone mohair blend. Now the mohair that I use, it's not mohair silk, it's 50% mohair, 50% polyamide usually, and I get them on those cones, and I usually get them from yarnsfromitaly.com because I get those questions almost in every video. That is not, I don't think that's the only place where you can get them, but that's where I get them from. The website is called yarnsfromitaly.com, but I think they're based in Latvia. And that mohair, it doesn't really matter that it's not that very luxurious mohair silk blend, because I use it for socks. I don't use it for jumpers. I use it for socks, and I use it for blankets, and I think it works fine. Those are the socks. Also, the last two things is that I have these watercolor effect socks that I told you. I finished one of them. It was very difficult to pick up the stitches here to cut in the heel because the yarn was so the stitches were not that defined, so it was difficult for me to pick up for the heel, but I did it. I'm doing the second sock now, but I don't know if I'm going to continue making more socks in this yarn. We'll see how, maybe if I block this sock first, the second one that I'm doing, maybe if I block it first, I have to see if it's going to be easier for me to pick up the stitches in that case. And if it is, then I'm going to make more of them because I really do like effect. And I was asked what yarn is that. It's this yarn that I'm holding with, again, a strand of mohair. And it doesn't, what brand it is, I was asked. And it had no ball band really. I just got it at a random shop, so I don't know. I don't think it's any kind of known brand. I have quite a few skeins of it, but it is wool nylon blend, so I know that it's okay for socks. The last pair of socks that I'm going to be working on, and I'm not, it's basically they're old socks. My mom gave me a pair of socks that I knitted. They're kind of like really old, like some of the first socks that I made for her, and the heel has a hole, and she tried mending it, but it keeps on creating a hole. I don't know if I used the wrong yarn or anything like that. They're some years old. And this is where it's very good, the fact that I do afterthought heel, because I was just able to pick up the stitches underneath the heel, cut it off, and now I can just knit a new heel for her in proper yarn, and then she can have, you know, socks like they are new, and she can continue wearing them. I didn't knit anything yet, but I did pick up the stitches to make the new heels. And what I'm gonna do now, I have some other, I also have something else that I received in the mail. Something very special. I'm not going to show that now. I'm going to show it probably in the next video because I'm also expecting some yarn that I ordered on cones. So I got something special, some fiber that came from Spain, from one of you guys. And I'm going to show that, probably again make like a short video of the things that came. But I'm waiting for those 3 yarns on cones that I ordered. So what I'm going to do now, I was waiting to finish quite a few things like this, so I can throw everything in the washing machine on the wool setting, and then because I don't like to just put one small thing inside, and to block the jumpers by hand, it's a little bit difficult. So I have the jumper, Mario's jumper, this hat. This is an old hat also that I made from my hand spun that I didn't block yet. I have another one the same. This is a blend of merino, camel, alpaca, silk, I believe. And I showed you the one that was finished, that it was already washed and blocked. This is the second one that I have like that. And I also have this shawl or scarf that I showed you that I wove, but I didn't wash it and block it yet. So that is going to go in the washing machine probably today or tomorrow. So I hope you're well. If I don't see you before Christmas, maybe I will if the yarn arrives before then and just make like a just very quick video just to show you what I got. And if not, have a very Merry Christmas, and thank you for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.